Amigos y amigas, yo soy el primero pendejo de Francia. Yo soy Ethan, yo soy francés. Y yo soy fumago. I'm really lucky that French and Spanish is really close together because it makes it just so much easier. It makes it so much easier to learn the language because in French it's je suis and in Spanish it's yo soy. I don't know where the fuck they got yo from. Yo soy primeramente yo soy francés y segundamente yo soy inglés. How do you say but? Me. But yo soy entiendramo francés y inglés. Yo soy un human because human in English is human. Human in French is humain. So in Spanish, if it's human and humain, it's not going to be far from it. No? What is it going to be? La gente, which means the people. La gente de mi corazón. No, la gente de corazón is heart. La gente de mi cojones es muy peligroso. Which means dangerous. The people of my balls are very dangerous. I hope not. La gente de me, je sais pas comment on dit, I don't know how you say my. La gente de me, pendejo, de me corazón. The only thing I can think about is nuts, which is corazón. No. Corazón is heart, I'm pretty sure. No, I hope it's corazón is heart. Te quiero is I love you. Lo siento is I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure. Corazón is heart. Cojones, there you go. Cojones is balls. Pendejo. I'm hesitating to say what I'm about to say because it's negative, and I'm trying. I want this thing to be not negative, but I hate cynical people. I said it before. I despise cynical people because they make me believe that there's like what I'm doing is bullshit and it's worthless and it's fiat, which is believe in it, but it's not actually real. And like, I can understand their perspectives because I've had those moments of like humanity is just bullshit, the government is all bullshit, everything is bullshit, fucking social norms, how we speak to each other, the only accepted emotions are happiness and like and contentment and all that, and you're not allowed to be angry, you know, you're not really allowed to be sad in public, but like all the upside. Obviously, it's not perfect. We live in a capitalistic world, and capitalism is definitely for sure not perfect. Just go talk to your fucking homeless guy down the street if you live in a city. But still, like, I'm lucky enough to be born in a first world country to parents that have even if it's little money, it's something, and we have the privilege to live a fucking acceptable life. And my wishful thinking is that one day we'll reach a point where everyone will be able to live comfortably. Okay, if I were to be president, my first thing that I would do is fuck war. Fuck war. Fuck. Yeah, just war. Just war is just bad. Yeah, war. Who needs war, man? Peace. There you go. Let's talk about Pablo Escobar. Emilio Pablo Escobar Gaviria. The ultimate piece of shit. Um, his story is actually very like, it gives me hope because there was a point. So what happened is, fuck me. So he started as a smuggler, Pablo Escobar. He started as a smuggler and he was making a shit ton of money. And then the guy nicknamed Cucaracha, means cockroach, uh, he presented to him the business of drug dealing, drug trafficking, producing cocaine in Colombia and then exporting it to America. And in the late 70s, cocaine was a high-end drug, so only the rich and powerful were doing it, and it wasn't like a popular drug like weed was. And then it fucking exploded in America. Cocaine just like went fucking wild in America, and everybody was doing it. And it created this huge demand, like this huge hole of power that was waiting to have a big cock stuffed into it, and that was Pablo Escobar. And so he started as a drug smuggler, and Cucaracha presented to him the coke business, and he just fucking like went wild with it, did anything he could to keep grasps on it because it's a fucking very volatile thing. As much as you think as you have control over something or something is like set in stone, it's not. It's never, history says. But so he went wild with it, killing like anybody he thought would be a problem. Like crazy shit. Like politicians, fucking judges, fucking policemen. He went wild with policemen. Like something I can't remember, but I think there was a $350,000 bounty on just killing a DEA agent. If you killed a DEA agent, you got 350. I'm pretty sure $1,000. But DEA agents were kind of like protected because of Kiki. Kiki is a guy in Mexico. He was a DEA agent and he got captured by a cartel in Mexico, and they tortured him viciously. And obviously, America was like, we can't let that go, or else it sets the precedent that you can fuck with our like government officials. And so America, they were fucking went wild, took their dicks out on that Mexican cartel, and they fucked him up. And so Kiki, that DA agent that was working in Mexico, his death, like they say in the series, he was like Jesus to them because he died for all of them. Because if he hadn't got tortured and killed and in such a vicious way, um, yes, if he hadn't have been tortured, it wouldn't have made the fucking politicians in America go, okay, what do we do now? We can't let them get away with this. And then, yeah. So thanks to Kiki, DA agents in nearly all of in the world were like kind of protected and kind of seen as like untouchable, kind of. But so that's good. So yeah. Pablo Escobar, he he was actually kind of smart with how he did things, but I'm going to focus on his political career because that is the thing that gives me hope. Is that for an instant, even with all the death and carnage and everything he did before that, for an instant, I truly believe, because I want to believe that he was going to either partially or mostly give all of that up for an honest living in political life. And here comes in the question of um, Rodrigo Lara, and I can't remember the last name. It's Rodrigo Lara something. He got pressured. It's not I. Yeah, he got pressured by the United States to stand up to Escobar. Sorry, I'm leaving a lot of it out. Escobar got elected to the Congress of Colombia because he was a rich man and he literally had so much money that he could just give an unimaginable amount of money away and still have an unimaginable amount of money. And so he was giving money to the poor, he was buying houses and giving it to the poor, he was building shit, building schools and everything because he wanted to do so, I believe, and he was propping himself up to follow his dream, which was follow a political career in Colombia and become the president. And when he was elected to Congress, Rodrigo Lara, a good man, I mean, I believe that he was a good man, even though obviously he was pressured by the United States. So he took money from Pablo Escobar. His party took money from Pablo Escobar, so technically he did too, because he is the party. He was the Minister of Justice. And so in the Congress, while Pablo Escobar was in the room, he denounced him and showed his his mugshot. He showed his mugshot in the fucking Congress place, and there is the question: what would have happened if he just got elected to office? Like, would he have stopped? Would he have calmed down? Would all the fucking like maniac slaughter that came afterwards, would that have not happened if he was just like appeased, I suppose is the correct word in this situation. And so Rodrigo Lara, he denounced him in public, and Pablo Escobar, he went on the offense with his legal team, and he said, "Yeah, give me some fucking proof, blah blah blah. You're just fucking slurring my name, blah blah blah." And after that, he resigned his Congress place, and shit went fucking wild after that. The I'm pretty sure it's called the Palace of Justice of Colombia was assaulted by a communist group, um, and their real goal was to destroy all the evidence that was on Pablo Escobar. 600,000 pages of evidence burnt, and many people killed. Many, like, I'm pretty sure, yes, half of the Congress people of Colombia were killed just to erase that evidence. It wasn't said that the coup that they tried to do, the the the, the communist militia M19 they're called. So they stormed the Palace of Justice, held over 100 people hostage, and they set fire to the evidence room where all of the evidence for Pablo Escobar's capture was held. And after all that shit, Pablo Escobar just killed them which is, you know, you get what you get. And so yeah, after that, he went wild and he started a civil war and he killed a bunch of people, police people, many civilians. He bombed places. Like, so right now I've watched the whole series and now I've gone back to the beginning. I think I'm on episode 5. And so yes, very interesting, Pablo Escobar.